Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike here again, and it's been a little while since I uploaded a video, but I thought that today's video would be a owner's update review, whatever you want to call it, of my 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium. So I've had this car now for 7 months, and if you've been following my channel lately, then you have seen pretty much all the videos that I've already uploaded of this car. I did an owner's review shortly after I got the car. I've done some other videos of features that you need to think about, and some things that I don't. Another video that of some things that I have a bit of an issue with this car. Kind of a love-hate relationship video. So I'm going to post links to all those so you can check them out as well. But anyhow. So I've had the car now for 7 months, and I have about 8,155 miles. The Ford Fusion that I have is, as I mentioned, a titanium. It's in the color bronze fire metallic. The interior is ceramic leather interior. Now, a Ford Fusion titanium is the top of the line trim for the Ford Fusion. And what I have as options on this car is, because I don't have every thinkable option out there. There's a lot of things that I did not want in the beginning that I didn't really care about. I wanted a titanium, so you get a lot of the nice things up front, being a top of the line trim. So kind of like the big stereo system. It's a Sony stereo system. 390 watts. We got 10 speakers, and I enjoy listening to music and that kind of thing when I'm driving, so that was important to me. It is the 2.0 EcoBoost engine, 240 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. I also have the all-wheel drive system, which is an option. The engine is standard with the titanium. Another option that I have is the navigation system, and then also I have the little nicer wheels. So it's the H-spoke 19-inch wheels, and that's pretty much it. There's one option though that I regret not getting, and I cheaped out when I got the car, and that was the cooled seats, the air-conditioned seats. I've regretted it ever since, especially when summer came and it was scorching hot outside and I was sweating my ass off. Oh man, I wish I had that feature, but I just didn't get it for whatever reason at the time. So that's one thing that I do regret about not getting with the car. So, and like I said in the beginning of the video, if you've been following my channel, you've seen all the videos that I've uploaded on this car, and you would know that I do love this car. I still do. Actually very happy with it. However, it's not perfect, so there's some features of the car that I have kind of a love-hate relationship with. So I did a video on that, and not to rabble on for too long about things that I've already talked about, I'm just going to post the links for those videos so you guys can check them out at your own time. And the sun's kind of going down here, so when I'm turning around and stuff, I have it all over the place and in my eyes and stuff. So I'm going to put my glasses back on here. So anyhow, what do I think of the car after 7 months? I mean, it is a very comfortable car to drive, and I mean, I do sell these cars. That's what I do for a living. I sell Fords at a dealership here outside of Pittsburgh, and I've always liked the Fusion. I mean, in the mid-size sedan segment, it's very competitive. You have, just to mention a few of them, Kia Optima, Nissan Altima. I'll probably miss a whole bunch, but the Honda Accord and whatnot. If you want to look at it from sort of the same price range, if you go up to BMWs and Mercedes and stuff, it's kind of they're not in the same league, so to speak. But in this mid-size sedan segment, I do feel that the Ford Fusion is probably the best looking out of the ones here. I mean, I like the way the new Sonata looks as well. That's a good looking car. But anyhow, I'm very pleased with the car and the technology that it has. I mean, I complain about it, but it's also very good. I mean, everything is at your fingertips here on the steering wheel. Everything is voice activated, and pretty much the only thing that I've been complaining severely about is the gas mileage. I mean, Ford says that you should get 25 on average with the all-wheel drive system, and 22 city, I think it is, and 31 highway. Now, I can vouch for the highway mileage. That is correct, if not better, depending on how you drive. But the city driving, getting 22, it's impossible. I just don't get it. I mean, I have right now 21.9 or 22 on average, and that is with highway driving. And hold on here, I gotta open the gate so I can get home here. And that is mixed driving. I do a lot of highway driving, but as soon as you get into the city, and not city, but you know, city driving, then it gets hard. I mean, I have the all-wheel drive system too, and you know, if you have front-wheel drive, you get slightly better gas mileage and that kind of thing. And I don't drive like a maniac. I really don't. I mean, I push it sometimes, and you know, you got to accelerate or whatnot, but you know, that's the one thing that I don't like about the car. I wish I get a little bit of gas mileage while, you know, driving around town and that kind of thing. And another reason why I wanted to get this car, you know, like I said, I do, you know, sell cars for a living, and I've been around the Fusion a lot. But in the midsize sedan segment, there's not, I mean, not everybody offers all-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive was something that I really, really wanted. The Ford Fusion offers obviously the all-wheel drive. The Chrysler 200 does, and some of them that do not is the Nissans, the Honda Accord. I'm 99% sure that they do not offer all-wheel drive in the Accord. And man, this freaking sun is peeking in everywhere. The Honda Accord, the Nissan Altima. I'm sorry if I'm like getting quiet every now and then, but and the Sonata does not, and so on. So when it comes to that feature of getting all-wheel drive, you know, the Fusion is more competitive in my opinion. So like I said, I like the way it looks and you know, all that. So I do love that feature and that part of the car. But as I mentioned earlier here in the video, I mean, I've driven most of the other cars, and out of a driver's standpoint, the Ford Fusion is amazing. It handles very well. It, you know, it's just very set. Hello. It's just very, you know, grounded. I mean, I feel safe driving this car. It handles amazingly. It has all the features that I want, like, you know, the backup camera and everything. I'd actually not had a car with a backup camera before I got this car, so that was just, that feature was something that I really, really, really wanted. And the 8-inch touchscreen in the 2015 Ford Fusion is the My Ford Touch, which is a great, nice big screen, and the backup camera feature is very nice. Now, again, to go back to the other videos that I've made, I don't want to sit and repeat myself, but you know, there's it can get better with the touchscreen, which it has, and that's called Sync 3. It just hasn't gotten to the Ford Fusion lineup out of the Ford models yet, which is kind of weird, but that's just how it is. The Ford Escape, the Mustangs now, the 2016 that is, Ford Escape, Mustang, the Ford Expedition, there might be another model there, but they're the ones that currently have it. The Fiesta, that's the other model that does have it. So that'd be nice when that comes for the Ford Fusion. Now for 2017, Ford is coming up with a slightly updated Ford Fusion, and there's actually talk of a Ford Fusion ST, and I think that's pretty much set now that they're coming out with one of those. So I'm very excited to see what that car is going to look like and exactly what engine they're going to put in it. So, you know, if they put the, what I've heard is that they're going to put the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine that's in the Mustangs. So if they can keep the horsepower the same, which is 310, that would be absolutely awesome. Because that's one thing, I'm sorry, excuse me. That's one thing that I've felt, that this car can have slightly more power. I mean, it has the 240 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque, but you know, if it had at least, you know, 290 or something like that, I mean, that would be amazing, especially with all-wheel drive. I would love to drive a Fusion that has that kind of power. So very exciting to see what they're actually going to do. Now, wear and tear on this car for 7 months. I had someone, it's got to be, I don't really know what happened. I mean, I just noticed it one day when I was washing the car. Someone must have opened their door into my passenger, or rear passenger door on the right side. There's a ding there. So that's just, you know, one of those typically annoying things that happen to, you know, when you have a car. And also I have a pretty big stone chip on the front lip there, or whatever you want to call it. So that's really the only two things. And one thing that did happen that I never got on camera, because I was able to fix it, not me personally, but I was able to you know, get it fixed pretty quick, is I scuffed one of my wheels really bad, and it looked horrible. But then we have a guy at the dealership where I work, and he is, when it comes to fixing wheels and that kind of thing, is like a magician. So you can't even see a difference. You can't see that anything ever happened. So that, I'm very grateful for that, because you know, when you have little nicer wheels, you want to keep them nice. I don't like it when they're scuffed, and you know, and I never thought that I could even do that, because I'm very careful when I'm driving and that kind of thing. But I actually lost my attention slightly when pulling out of a Burger King drive-through. I think I got a text or something at the same time, and you know, I was checking that and had food all over, and then I cut the turn too quickly, and there was a big curb right there, and my rear right wheel was just all scraped up. So but anyhow, that got fixed, so very happy about that. And another thing that I did have with the car was I had one recall, and man, my memory sucks so bad, but it was something about the steering column, and I can't remember, but it was a quick fix. And like, you know, as I've said now probably 3-4 times, that I work at a dealership, so for me it's kind of convenient. I just dropped it off in the morning, and while I was working, you know, they took care of it, and when I was done working, it was taken care of, so it was done. So that, I mean, that wasn't really much of a pain in the ass for me or anything like that. I know it's different for people that don't have the same situation as me. You have to go and drop your car off, and the recalls and all that. It's never fun, but it happened, but it was taken care of. And most of the videos that I usually do, they're pretty long. Sometimes I want to keep this one a little shorter. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And again, if you're new to this channel and you haven't really watched my other videos or anything like that, there's going to be links in the description box. And if you're watching on a not on a tablet, but if you're watching like on a stationary computer or anything like that, you can check out the little card icons up at the right top right corner of your screen there, and you can easily click to the other videos that I've done on this car. But what I would advise for anyone that's looking at a Ford Fusion and looking to buy one is check out my videos. Because I just touch on everything. No, but I mean, jokes aside, but I do touch on most of the things. Now, this isn't an in-depth review of the car, because I've already done one of those. I'm not going to do 2 of them. So check out my owner's review that I did 6 months back or something like that, and I really touch on all the features of the car and that kind of thing, all the technical features and all the stuff that you might want to know. And I always and I have also made videos of 5 features or things that you might not know about your Ford Fusion. It has some pretty cool features and things that you definitely should know before you buy the car, and that can definitely help you out. And then there's a video of 5 other features that you definitely need to know. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. That might just be more of my opinion, and some people might not care about that stuff at all and find it annoying or whatever, but I have a video of that. So to keep this a little shorter today, I'm going to end the video now. But as always, like I said here, if this is your first time checking out my channel, please you know, browse it and see if you like it, and if you do, hit that subscribe button. And to my subscribers that are, you know, have been around for a while, thank you so much for, you know, sticking around and checking out my videos. It means a lot. I always try to bring value in my videos, so you know, who's ever searching for the type of video that I just did, I just want to be there and be able to provide some kind of value. So again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time.